And good afternoon, everyone. How y'all doing? This is your boy Food Junkie, and I'm going to have a conversation with you guys. And I'm going to say, I told you so. I'm going to always double down on what I've always been saying. You see the title. When people show you who they are. Okay. And y'all know that's what this is about. It's about yesterday. It's about the whole Chet Rap, Sheffy, and Sassy situation. Now, mind you, I don't know these two individuals from a can of paint. I couldn't point these individuals out if they were in a lineup and I was on SVU. I don't know these individuals. I don't interact with these individuals. I may have said something to these individuals once or twice or in comments or in past something like that, was not, or in chats and things like that, but otherwise, I don't communicate with these individuals like that. I don't, and I'm okay with that. But I did. I was in Olivia's chat yesterday when um, Chat Rep was on her panel before Kwani came up and kind of derailed the whole situation. And I was writing stuff in the chat. Of course I was. It's entertaining. It's funny. It's silly. It's what I've always say. Stop all that goddamn. What James always say is stop all that goddamn begging. And what I always say is, why are you an adult begging for stuff? So yeah, and I know there's a lot of different opinions out there. What's not about what's going on, who's right, who's wrong. Uh, when people show you who they are, believe them. And that goes for both people, Sassy and Chat Rep, aka Sheffy. That's what it does. It just goes for both people, and it's okay. And it's not mean someone's good, bad, or indifferent. It just means that when you show me who you are, I believe you the first time. When I see behaviors and patterns of behaviors in people, I believe that pattern of behavior as if that's who you are. That's who you are at your core. I've been watching this mess between this and the DNC. I've been watching going on whatever, saying what's happening, this and that, this and the third. And of course, living my life and working. Um, and my conclusion is one, I agree with James Caldwell, his video yesterday, last night, where he said that if he was in a situation, he would have gotten up, grabbed his purse, and tiptoed in his heels out the door and left her stuck with a check. That's something I would have done. I would have done that same exact thing. Oh, you getting smart. You a broke bitch want to eat big time. Let's see if you have what you say you have. Let me go to the bathroom. Let me excuse myself. Quietly grab my keys off that table, put them in my pocket, and rolled out. You got it, right? But what I wrote in Olivia's chat is everyone that I've met with, subscribers and content creators. Y'all seen a couple of them that I met with. I met with Deanna, I met with Rick, I met with D. Ramsey. Me and D. Ramsey not only met in her hometown, we also met up in New York. Every time I met with these individuals and we went out somewhere to eat, what's up, how you doing? It was a fight over the check. It was a conversation, not fight. It was a conversation over the check, not "oh, do you got me?" conversation. It was more or less, "I got you. I got this. No, 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 I got this." Okay, you go. Okay, then you get this one at this time, and we'll pay for the next place. I'll pay for the next place that we go to. It was never me sitting down, sitting around, wanting someone to pay something for me. I don't understand that as an adult. But listening to Troy Allen as well this morning, he made some pretty good points. But it's something that I've always said, and those who know. The reason why the majority of the people on here are in a situation. What's up, Deanna? How you doing, baby? I was just talking about how we fought over the check when we went out. You didn't pay for me. I didn't pay for you. We pay for each other. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's how it is when both people that you have hang out with have something. At least some self pride. You may not have much money. I may not have much money, but what I do have is self pride. What I do have is self pride. I may not have much money. I may not have two dimes to rub together, But I have self pride, which means I'm not going to put myself in a situation or position to be embarrassed, to embarrass myself, especially with people, friends, or foe here on the YouTube streets. Do you know how many bag of broke bitches I would have been if I didn't have no money in my pocket? Not only did I have no money in my pocket, my husband didn't have any money in his pocket. You know how many bag of broke bitches I would have been hanging out with the people I hung out with? Subscribers and content creators? Why would I go anywhere and not be able to afford my own space, my own stay, my own transportation, my own accommodations, my own meal? See, y'all find this stuff entertaining. I find this stuff sad. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. But I'm just saying. You may not have done it. You no. Now let me correct you on something, Deanna. You may not have done it on here, but you and Josh would have talked about us like we were dogs. Now you can't say y'all wouldn't have. You and Josh would have had a good old country time talking about how broke Food Junkie and his husband was. How dare we come out to hang out with y'all and our pockets are stretched thin? Now that I know would have been a conversation between you and Josh. Now, because I know, I'll be honest with you, it would have been a conversation between me and my husband. I would be conversation. I would be a conversation. Like, how dare they? See, see. Like, how dare they? But y'all should have known from jump. And I'm so sick and tired of people having this empathetic take on the situation. Oh, well, she didn't even ask for it. They don't accept it. If you're handing me something that I don't want, I'm not going to accept it. But when you're a user, when you have no moral compass, when you have no couth, when you have no standard of how you conduct yourself or how you present yourself, of course you're going to say, well, I didn't ask for it. Of course you're going to say, well, I didn't do it. They just gave it to me. No, you don't accept everything people give you. You don't accept everything. See, you don't accept everything that people give you, that people offer you. I don't accept everything that people offer me. All gifts and money and things are not good for you because it always comes with conditions. That's why I always have my own. What I always say, you guys, when you allow people to make you or to tell you who you are, you then give them the power to break you and tell you what you're not. You know what I'm saying? No. That's why I don't care what anyone says about me on here because what y'all think of me don't mean anything to me. If y'all choose to give a little some in the collection plate, aka Nika, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. I will never, ever, ever be without. If I saw somebody the other day, if I gotta sell some dick on the side, I won't be without. I will not be without. If I gotta use what I have to get what I want, I will never be without. But one thing I will not do is be presented online, begging and pleading and accepting gifts, knowing that they have conditions on it. Name one person on here who has accepted a gift from anyone on here that hasn't had it thrown in their face. I have. I told y'all when me and old boy fell out. When me and old boy fell out, Before we find out, he says, "Oh, you see how good it is to be my friend? For what, girl? Going to New York, bitch. I've been to New York several times. I had fashion shows in New York. I was seen at Fashion Week in New York. So you think me hanging out with you was old girl in New York was a big whoop for me? I just came back from New York a couple weeks ago. I was in New York, Connecticut, Jersey, all within an hour of each other. Visited people in Jersey, visited people in Connecticut, visited people and hung out in New York. When I go places where it's not, yes, I'm not going to Broadway to see plays when I'm in New York. That was a good experience. But I'm in New York. I don't want to be trapped in a theater for 2.5 hours. I'm sorry. I can see Wicked here in Atlanta at the Fox Theater. I can see all the plays that's in New York when they come to Atlanta, if they come to Atlanta, or wherever I choose to go to see them. So that was the experience was great. I will never take it away from it. See, yeah, you know, so it wasn't. So no, I don't see how good it is to be your friend. Then every time, well, I give away this, I give away that. If you do it from your heart, you don't have to tell me what you're doing. You know, people on here I have gave cash apps to, or not cash apps, super chats to, not super chats, whatever it is, what do it behind the scenes. Buy the kids this, buy this, go have a drink or have a snack on me. I don't need to come on here and tell everyone what I'm doing to show appreciation to people. I don't have to do that. It's not that important to me. You know, people I just call, just checking on you to make sure you're okay. Just hitting you up, just such a basis. That's just who I am naturally. And I don't have to come on here to show people any of that. But if I come on here and start begging for something, y'all know, well, y'all should know that something's really going on. Something's tragic. But I will never do that either because I will never give people the ammunition to hurt me with. I'm not accepting gifts randomly because I talk to you online. No. I'm not a user. I'm not someone who's doing it. And nor am I doing it or doing something behind the scenes or doing something to bring up to throw in your face here online. Both people are who they are. One's a braggart and one's a bum. Whoever gets offended by what I'm saying, oh well. You present that side of yourself or that characteristic of yourself here online. What am I supposed to think when all I'm seeing of you is that you been a braggart or you been a bum? Everyone finds what the mess that people do on here entertaining until it involves them, until it touches them, until they're doxxed or until they're no longer being treated a certain way. And that's what I say about think about everybody on here who are users, who come on here begging and pleading, but yet talking a bunch of shit. What's up, Love baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Anybody else in the chat? What's up, Kelly? Darren, how you doing, baby? Everyone else, how y'all doing? Everyone on here that constantly have their hand out asking for something, have the smartest mouths, the most reads, the quickest wits, the quickest tongues. Let them tell it. But you can't read me when you're begging. You can't read me when you can't afford to go down the street. You can't read me when you can't afford your own meals. You can't read me if you can't pay for something in an emergency that just so happened to happen. How can you read me when you're begging? How can you read me when you're broke? How can you read me when you are not adult enough or don't have the mentality of an adult enough to make sure that you have something on the back end just in case. I'm confused. So when I say I'm undraggable, baby, you can't drag me when you're seeking attention and affection from strangers. Okay, that's your opinion. But the reality is, I'ma still be me. I'ma still eat the way I eat, travel the way I travel, shop the way I shop, live the way I live, until God sees fit to otherwise say, you're doing too much. It just is what it is with me. So everyone who's up in an uproar and mad and I'm confused about what happened, these people have shown you who they are. All of us, even me right now, I'm showing you who I am. I told you who I was, and it's not going to change. But I'm showing you that I don't care about people who's going through hard times. Because the hard times, a lot of people on here, I should say, a lot of people on here who are going through a hard time is because it's self-made. They have put themselves in a position to where they're in. Your circumstances is based on your mentality, who you are, what you've done in your real life. Like I've always said, a lot of people on here that be on here so hard, so deep, worry about the wrong things on everything on here. And this is seen to be like their only outlet to be entertained and to entertain people, is because they have exhausted all possibilities in their real life. They have exhausted all possibilities in their real life. When you come online begging for money, it's because you have exhausted all avenues in your real life to get the assistance that you say you need, because you have burnt so many bridges in your real life. Having to come up with an attache case full of bills is because you have went to people's homes in your real life with attache cases full of bills. Coming on here asking for ham money for the holidays, it's because you have exhausted all possibilities in your real life for someone to give you ham money. To need transmission money, because you have exhausted all possibilities in your real life for someone to help you out with the transmission. So why am I digging in my back pocket, taking out my wallet, and swiping my card, or unfolding cash, or counting out change for you? Coming on here to entertain people is a choice that you've made. I'm not paying for it. No offense to anyone. That's why I don't have a membership. Why would I have people pay me monthly for something that I know that I'm not committed to doing every day or so often? I don't need it that bad. I don't want it that bad. Because I understand that it's called karma. The energy you put out there is the energy that's going to come back to you. So the energy of bragging or begging or, you know what I'm saying, manipulating or taking too much. Watching it, I told you I've been watching the DNC all week. Michelle Obama has said something in her speech. Was it the day before yesterday? Yeah, because Clinton spoke yesterday. So the day before yesterday, on Tuesday, she said, I mean, she condolences to her mom who passed this summer. She said she's still really from that, but she said one thing that her parents did, they looked crazy at people, or side-eyed, as y'all say, at people who took more than what they deserve or more than what they need. I'm like, that really strikes a chord with me, because I'm the same way. If you're in need, yes, get what you need or work hard for what you need. But if someone's offering you something, don't take more than what you need. Don't take more than what will be sufficient for you to get by. especially when it's free and someone's doing it from the goodness of their heart. If you're working, take all the hours you want that they're willing to give you. Take all the extra hours, take all the extra whatever that your job is willing to give you. But if you're sitting on your ass talking shit all day, and you have this sense of expectancy, entitlement. You think that people are expected to give this to you because you're entitled for it. This is what you need. This is what you have. But it never was entertaining, though, baby. See, that's the point I want people to understand. It was never entertaining. It was never entertaining, in my eyes, I should say. It's like watching a burning building. Unless you're a pyromaniac or someone sick in the head, someone, if you watching a train crash, it's not entertaining, but somehow you can't keep your eyes off of it. So when people be like, oh, well, it used to be fun, we used to have fun. What was fun about people cussing someone else out? What's fun about watching someone show you the lowest form of self? Oh, baby, I'm not. This is not. I'm just saying. For me, I never found it entertaining. People who know, I never found it entertaining. I never. Oh, I'm having fun. It was so good. It was no. I'm there. I'm witnessing it. I'm observing it. But I'm also gathering information about who I need to stay away from. Y'all don't realize that? Even people giving commentary about the situation, about situations. I'm listening and watching them so I know who to stay away from, who not to engage with, who don't have the same moral compass that I require in people that I communicate with and I contact should have, I should say. I told you, if you're someone who's a critical thinker, a critical listener, just a person who live your life in a mindset of always trying to learn something, I learned what not to do, who not to talk to, who not to be around, who not to engage with, based on what they do to others, based on how they act with others. Because I'm not so special or so arrogant to think that I'm slightly arrogant. Y'all know that. But I'm not so arrogant to where I think that I'm special. To think that I'm not going to be the next in line if someone's mad or get mad at me. That I'm so good, so whatever, that I can't be the next victim. So therefore, even with the commentary yesterday or all day or the past couple of days, or commentary in general on here, thank you, baby. I watch it in the background to know who to stay away from. Because if you think what Sheffy did, what Chap Rap did, how Chap Rap moved was okay, and she's a victim, that tells me you would do the same type of shit that she does. So therefore, let me leave you the fuck alone to avoid it altogether. Let me sit back and watch you make a fool of yourself. Because if anyone who's smart knows, shame on you, or do it to me once, shame on you, do it to me twice, shame on me. And if you do it to anyone on here, I'm not so special to where it won't happen to me if I put myself in a position, in that situation. What's up, Colette, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? Like, people don't understand. People who are smart, people who are intelligent, people who are critical thinkers and listeners and speakers and things of that nature, we watch everything. We watch everyone. We don't have to always experience it firsthand. We learn lessons through observation. We learn lessons through osmosis, which means through someone else's situation. Damn, I saw that happen with them, so it won't happen to me. Why don't y'all think that I'm out here handing out? I never been out here handing out money in the public. it's not, it doesn't work out. Why, when y'all was handing out money to people because they was going through something of their own doing, I said, why are you handing out this money to these people? They haven't learned, and money's not going to help them learn anything. Cut to several years later, y'all mad because people coming over into this sector looking for money, looking for handouts. Well, that's what y'all chose to do. That's how y'all chose to operate. That's how y'all chose to flex. So when you are someone who is about using people, being selfish, being a bum, lavishing in your brokenness, easy money, of course you're going to come to a place, come to a sector that is known to hand out money because someone has a hard time of their own doing. It fits your mold. It fits your motive. It fits your MO. Then when they get mad when you get used. Don't put yourself in a position to be used. Not by us, by God, yes. God used me. But God only gonna let you do so much. Only gonna have your back so much until you learn the lesson. And you're gonna keep on being used, keep on being taken advantage of, keep on doing whatever you're doing in a negative way until you learn that lesson. Yes, baby Kelly, lavishing in your brokenness. You know, I'm confused. I don't understand as an adult who say y'all have all these productive lives and this moral high ground, this and a third, how people don't see these simple lessons, these simple life lessons that should help you propel forward. And like I said, people say, "Well, Food Junkie, you be bragging." I don't brag anything. I'm no better. Well, I am better as far as mentally. Well, it's not, but it's not like I'm trying to think that I'm so above. I'm just know what I'm not going to put up with, what I'm not going to do. Real Star, I don't watch her, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. A lot of people do that. That's what. Oh, feel better. Oh my God, yo, did y'all hear? Pray for them. No, I ain't praying for them people. Pray for yourself, cause it's all a ploy. It's all a ploy. And Real Star, thank you for saying that because, and I'm not trying to fight with nobody because y'all know I'm not having to fight with these people. Well, I'm fighting with somebody who's broke for. I don't have time for that. But 1 week you're broke. 1 week you need a handout. The next week you're in the hospital with tools up your nose and you're online. The last thing you should be doing is looking for sympathy and empathy from people online that you don't know, unless you're trying to get paid. How many folks came online in hospital beds on here? And the cash app super chats rain down on them. Oh, help them out. I just have a soft heart. My heart is soft and gushy, gushy, gushy. I love the people. I admire human nature, the humankind, the human being. I love humans. But I also understand that a lot of people are users. You can't talk shit to me and be broke, like I said. You can't think you read me and be broke and begging for money. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. And it's not anything, it's just not who I am. What's up, Miss Queen, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? It's just not who I am. I don't have the propensity to degrade myself to a vast audience, to the masses. I just don't. I'm sorry. That's why I can never be an actor. I can never be an actor. Well, but because I won't degrade myself. If you want me to degrade myself for a paycheck, for some money, for whatever, I can't do that. It's a role. Depends on what role it is. If it's being called an N word by a white person and being beaten or whatever, and it's just too salacious for me, I can't do that. You aren't going to sit here and degrade me. Now, the Django, that was something different. 12 Years a Slave, something different. Those kind of things tells a story of what happened. So that's me acting that way. But me just being called out my name and me being disparaged in a way that doesn't fit with my moral compass, I can't do that. And me begging, I just can't do it. Me having pride in being a bum, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. That's what, and right. I get it from my daddy. Exactly. I don't watch a lot of people for a reason. The mess is not entertaining to me. It never was entertaining to me. Watching someone belittle themselves and lower themselves for a dime. Judas sold his soul, sold out Jesus for a couple shillings. People willing to sell their souls, willing to sell their self-respect, sell their moral compass, sell their dignity for what they call a bag, which is $20. $20 is not a bag. That's a bag of chips. Understand the difference. A bag should be something that you can sustain on. Because if I give you $20 and you need $20 tomorrow, that's not a bag. You can't even buy a bag of groceries. But the smart person will understand. Let me parlay that $20 opposed to buying crab legs with it if I really need help and food for my family. Let me buy some ground beef. Let me buy some chicken. Let me buy some rice. Let me buy some pasta. And eat off it for a couple days. But that also tell you how the mentality of a lot of people on here is selfish. Oh, I need $50 for some crab leg for a crab boil. Why the fuck? What kind of enjoyment will I get watching you eat a crab boil? Huh? Make that make sense? How does that fulfill me buying you, you know, some Starbucks? Huh? I got bills to pay. I got gas to put in my cars. I got health insurance, life insurance, and my car insurance to pay for. So how is me giving you money to fill your desires, fill your stomachs, helping me in any way, shape, or form? I want you to have it. I don't want you to have anything. I want you to go for your ass and go to work and save your money. I want you to show me that you are a responsible adult. Because that's why we're in the space that we're in right now. Because there's too many people getting handouts and not being able to take care of themselves and having this expectancy, having this sense of entitlement. Oh, he gave me $1,200, so I'm going to vote for him. Huh? You can be bought for $200? And everyone who's worried about a stimulus check, that's telling you several things. Because not everyone got a stimulus check, right? Not everyone got a stimulus check. You have to be a certain aspect of society that got a stimulus check, aka low income. I'm just saying, you can't make over a certain amount of money and got a stimulus check. All the ones who bragged about getting stimulus checks, y'all don't realize. Y'all don't realize. Y'all don't realize. You're saying so much about yourself. You tell me all your business. Not everyone got a stimulus check. You may have got that first one. You may have gotten that first one. But those other subsidiary ones, I think the cap was like $50,000 you got to make less than to get a stimulus check. All these medical things that you see, oh, well, I'm getting $1,600 a month. Baby, that's just basic welfare. I got a health card and I'm getting free health insurance and $1,800 a month. You're telling me that you're getting welfare, baby. You can't make but a certain amount of money in order to get that. I'm just saying, but let me stop letting y'all know how I think, how my mind work. But yeah. Oh wow. I lost some people. People got offended by that. People got offended by that, y'all. I done lost some people. I didn't have many anyway, but the few I had, I lost some, baby. But like I said, it is what it is. If you're smart enough, people's going to show you without even trying to tell you anything. Without, like I said, I hear what you're not saying. I see what you're not showing. And it's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm not trying to put anyone down who does get whatever, however to take care of themselves. But what I'm saying is that people show you who they are. People tell you who they are. It's up to you to listen and open your eyes and see who they are. I'm just saying. Oh no, I'm not. No. I'm not rich at all. I'm rich in self-esteem. I'm rich in self-worth. My moral compass makes me rich. I have a little job that I work. Well, I have several jobs and several talents that God has blessed me with that allows me to live a certain lifestyle. I don't try to live above it. I don't try to live under it. When it's time for me to elevate, I will. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Praise Him. But my point is, I know the lifestyle that I want to live. And I'm not going to be dependent on someone else. You know what I'm saying? To, you know, maintain that lifestyle. I'm not going to come on here and brag or beg or boast or talk shit and expect people to give me something. Like I was watching Funky one day this week when he was moving back and forth to Atlanta because he's moving back to Atlanta from Miami. He said he spent $20,000 on furniture stuff, and then he said, "Oh, I need you broke hoes to pay for my $20,000 move." Granted, he says he's a comedian. Was not, I haven't seen him do any stand up, but he's a comedian, and I know, like we run within some of the same circles here in Atlanta, so I'm gonna run into him again. And cool person, funny person was not, but I know personally that's just a character he does. But still, I still didn't like it. I still don't like when he bragging about what he got and what this and third, because it really in real life that's not him. But I understand that's a character he does here on YouTube. But I still don't like it. I don't like it because calling people broke holes and expect them to help you or give you something was not just. I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me. It just doesn't sit well with me. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't sit well with me. Anyone does it. For people who actually need it or people who don't need it, but still say, you know what I'm saying, give it to me. But yeah, when people show you who they are, believe them. Believe them. And I see everyone for who they are, for how they have presented themselves over the course of time of all of us being here on YouTube. I like to stand in the truth to say that as I say, I haven't changed since I've been on here. I have changed. I have changed. but I've changed for the better, I think. I realize that I don't have to follow these norms or expectations because I really didn't get anything from doing that. I don't get anything from being part of a crowd, part of a group, part of the in people, part of the popular. Thinking that I have clout that people want. What can I get from you? Nothing, because you have nothing. I wouldn't trade where I'm at in my life, how I live, for nothing in the world on here. Because even the ones who may have a little bit more than I do, your mental's fucked up. Your emotional's fucked up. You're still living in trauma, sitting in trauma, dwelling in trauma. So while you may have slightly more than me financially, slightly more than me physical, as far as materially, your mental is messed up. Your spiritual is messed up. Your emotional is messed up. You know what I'm saying? Your mentality isn't where mine is. Because you crave attention. You think that cussing someone out, yelling and screaming is okay. Huh? I'd rather be quiet and talk to you in person to make sure that we have a clear understanding of what's going on than to come online cussing, fussing, and screaming and yelling. Because I don't know where I'm going to be in my life in the next 7 to 10 years. I may be up on stage at somebody's DNC speaking or trying to speak. And next thing y'all know, me cussing you out, me screaming and yelling at you was not me showing the worst case of myself, the worst side of myself. Granted, people do change, but still, at this big old age that I'm at, I can't be doing that. I could be at the counter up at McDonald's. Who knows where I'm going to be in 7 to 10 years? I pray to God that I'm not, unless it's one that I own. But still, you prepare yourself for where you want to be. And when you don't have a plan, you're bound to fail. You're bound to be on somebody's social media begging for cash apps, begging for crab leg money, begging for transmission money, begging for ham money, begging for bill money, begging for school clothes. Why is it up to anyone that supports you by coming to your channel to view you? Why is it up to them to check out your wish list of things that you want, that you desire, that you require? Why is it my place to provide that for you? I'm confused. I'm confused. But anyway, y'all, this is your boy Food Junkie. We won't come here and say that was not. When people show you who they are, believe them. And I watch everyone. I don't watch everyone, but I look at everything that people put out there to determine whether or not I choose to engage with you or not engage with you. And my little engagement don't mean much, but it's a whole world for me. It's a whole boatload of things for me. My engagement is not free, does not come free, does not come without conditions. And the biggest condition is you have to be a positive, well put together individual in majority of aspects in your life. I don't hang around with bums. I don't, thank you. I do not do nonsense and BS just to be part of the in crowd. And see, I'm okay with the small numbers because I'm staying true to my integrity. And those are the ones who understand that, who appreciate that, who like what I'm giving, are the ones who's meant to be here. Because I'm a big component of not everyone that's smiling in your face is your friend. Not everyone who's a big up in you is your friend. They're there for a reason. And until you figure out, you don't get engaged with. I'm not an ass. I'm not going to be rude to you, but I am going to be honest with you. I am going to be straightforward. If I see bullshit, I'm going to call it out. If I smell bullshit, I'm going to call it out. Someone spraying a bunch of spray at work. I'm asking, are y'all who's farting up in here? There's no need to be spraying all this goddamn air freshener. If you ain't farting, trying to cover it up. That's just what I do. Call out the BS in my real life and in life on social media. But y'all have a great day. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching the replay. Please like the video on the way out or in. Please, I don't mind. I mean, if you don't mind. But as always, it's not important that I love you guys. It is so much more important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. Until next time, this is your boy Food Junkie. Stop all that goddamn big. Y'all have a great day. Till next time, I'm out. Bye.